So David, do you remember when I first came to you with my original drawing on a scrap piece of paper?
Well, as basic as that picture is, it encapsulates most of the design features that we needed to reproduce.
The type of patients I see on a daily basis are patients who've got severe jaw deformities.
The work that I do specialises in understanding the forces acting in and on the human body.
When 3D printing technology was becoming more widespread, I thought this was the opportunity for our patients. That's when I came to the University of Melbourne.
When George first approached us, he came to us with a clinical challenge, helping him design a new joint replacement for the jaw. My research was originally evaluating muscle and joint function in the shoulder. It turned out that those tools and techniques could be directly translated to the jaw. The thing that interested me most was working with the clinician that was ultimately going to put an implant that we created into a person. So my role was to develop the first prosthesis and to ensure that the implant was able to withstand physiological loading once it was implanted.
The first patient was Richard Stratton. He had been to a few specialists and they've all said, no, it's too hard. He was at his wit's end saying, can you help me?
It all happened very quickly, and it all happened with collaboration with industry, hospitals, and the university.
By May that year, in 2015, we did Australia's first 3D implant.
I was excited, going from this idea and a design through to a commercial product.
And now Richard is 7 years out, and he looks amazing.
It was really a wonderful feeling to see the impact that it had on his life.
We've done close to 300 of these now. It is a product that is going to continue to evolve. It will be the University of Melbourne that'll help us to make it better and better.
The future of biomedical engineering is incredibly exciting because we've developed our tools and techniques and modelling capability to such a level that we can now create solutions for almost any joint in the human body affected by osteoarthritis, congenital abnormalities, and cancer.
To me, it's so important to be working with your group, who are actually world leaders in this area of research.
These ideas don't just happen, and it takes someone like yourself with the willingness and the enthusiasm to actually see the project through.